Right, so our group was working on a very specific problem of how to fix the skills before people even come here. So we started looking at the women and girls and decided to focus on what happens on the ground before NGOs, and concluded we want to focus on the problem in Zatari camp and similar camps, because about 4 million Syrians are refugees, of which big chunk is sitting in these massive camps in Jordan and Lebanon, and southern Turkey. So the size is, just to give you the numbers, about 90,000 in Zatari camp. So this is all camp. And so a lot of people are there who don't know anybody. It's all a little bit too much to handle, but people stay there for a long time. It's a long time that can be used for something a bit more constructive. So we looked at the size and the ability to coordinate some kind of useful application of the time, and concluded that we need to look deeper how to support self-organizing. So one thing we found out that the events in the camps and coordination is happening on paper. So basically everybody is using posters. So those posters, A, get lost, and then 2, you can't really follow up. You can't create a community out of a poster. You don't know who came, who didn't. So we concocted this idea of doing a digital tool, which would be very specific to solve the problems of organizing, self-organizing in the camps. In the large camps where people don't know each other, they don't trust each other, it's not safe to come out without guidelines. So we decided to solve it, use the beautiful windows to throw as many ideas as we could, asked and sneaked on everybody else, and concluded that we want to build something which is called Marhaba, which is an online and offline community created around skill sharing from volunteers and NGOs, but also from women. So how are we going to solve it?
So this is we have to achieve something like this, okay? Basically, how do we do that? Now I will focus on how we arrive to the product, okay? Because we think that this in an hackathon is an important part as well. So the first source for us were the mentors. This is a mirror, okay? So thank you to all the mentors that helped us to reach our idea, the final step of our idea. Then we used the second source because the mentors were not able to answer all our questions. So we went on Facebook, and we asked to as many people as we could regarding information. We discovered a very important thing is that some people are not allowed to talk about that, as you can see, while I just found 2 persons that were able to share their experience with us, so it was not very useful. What we have discovered, now I will share you just okay.
Okay, sorry, you can talk to us afterwards for more.
And I will tell you later what I will discover in front of a beer.
Yeah.
Why?
Sorry.
Demo.
So we're going to do a very quick demo of our application. This is the landing page, quick description of what it does. And as a refugee living in one of these camps, you can sign up to join one. I have Rebecca over there as a number hard-coded into my clipboard at the moment. So if Rebecca joins this particular refugee camp, she'll get some sort of confirmation message of welcome. And then if you are a person who wants to create an event or you belong to an NGO, sewing classes?
Yeah.
Sewing class? Location
Church.
Central Church.
Yeah.
As long as you specify the correct community and the date has to be in the future. You can also tell your attendees whether it's female only or whether there's childcare provided, etc. So if we say these 2, we create. Hopefully, and also we also have.
long list of the webmasters who manage NGO websites and ask them to alpha test this for us and take it further to actual completion.
Thank you. Time for questions? Come on, questions, guys.
So do all the members, like all the inhabitants of the camp, get the text message, or?
At the moment, yes, because this is minimum viable product, but in the future, you would set up different subscription lists, right? So people like men, for example, might not want to receive invites to the women-only events. Yeah.
But I think the QE learned that really this is very gender-based organization, that if you have mixed events, then it's almost no point doing them because men tend to come. So gender-only specific events is the way to go. That's the feedback we got all the way. So that's something to think about for all of us. Okay.
Thank you.
No.
Technical question about the SMSs. Is there a service that you've used to set this up, or is?
Yes,
Twilio.
we use the Twilio API, and we would have added more numbers, except we have a free account, and it only lets us add 4 numbers.